Like, okay, for example, you were watching Final Destination the other day, right?
Yes, that shit was fucking.
So, do you think it would have hit as hard to just read the description of that movie?
If someone did a movie review and they like talked about like a James A. Janice or Found Flicks, I would enjoy the movie still. Yes,
but you don't watch the fucking movie.
So
you're like, damn, their head got crushed by a log. Okay. Like what? That's like defeating the entire fucking purpose of the movie.
It's that meme of like deaf people reading the script of a movie. They're like,
like what the fuck?
Like deaf people reading the script of a.
I'm John.
I'm Afonso.
And I'm Darren.
Welcome to the Scat Cast. We don't know either. You know what I don't know?
What do you not?
You know what I don't know?
What do you not know?
You know what I don't know?
What?
You know what I don't know?
What is it, John?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
If I knew it, I wouldn't know it, dude. What do you mean?
True.
Okay. But what I do know is that sometimes it's really funny to mess with people. So,
dude, it's just, oh my God. So, for y'all who don't know John will do it for the bit. Like,
yeah.
He will quintuple down.
I try.
And then
I feel like I'm pretty good at keeping a straight face too. Like I try my best.
And then at a certain
Earlier when we
point,
were recording that thing on Aiden's phone, I was surprised. I don't know. I was like, this guy should have been in theater. You know what I mean?
Theater?
I wanted to.
The fuck were you doing? So where Darren got moved to emotion, he was like, "This man should be in the cinema."
It was just like
I don't even remember what I did. I
it was just acting schizophrenic for like 7 minutes, for like 7 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Like, not like breaking character or anything. Like, damn.
What was I doing? I was going like
Did a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I don't even remember what the fuck I was doing. I don't know. I like sending people voice messages a lot of the time and shit like that. Or I'll just like go on fucking like rants and everything. I remember before we were friends, I sent you that voice message, really.
The birthday one?
No, it was so like he was driving back from work or something. And
That was the
like,
funniest shit.
Yeah, then John was like, damn, what if I just like died right now? And like nobody knew how I felt about them. So he recorded these voicemails and like sent them to all of our friends. And some of them were like 5 minutes long of him just like going on about like everything he likes about them or whatever. And then he sent me one and it was just Darren. And that was it.
That's still like the funniest shit of all time. I still quote it all the time too.
I remember like the next day or whatever, I showed like Justin or Tyler and I was like, yeah, look what John sent me. And it was, oh, look at the one he sent me. And it was like 5 minutes long. And I was like, oh, damn.
I don't.
Okay.
I do not think it was me like talking about shit that I liked about all of them. It was me
It was
like
just like ranting about, I don't know.
It was all like random bits. Like it was
Yeah.
like, Justin, I love your fucking big, luscious, dick suckable lips. So I was like doing shit like that, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was fucking around. Then we got to Darren. It was just Darren.
The exact cadence and tone down just now. That's exactly what it sounded like.
This is the funniest shit of all time to me. I think you like sent one back. You were just like, John.
Yeah, I did.
Like if I could have any superpower, I'm telling you, it would be to be able to keep a straight face in any scenario.
Just stoicism, just
Yes. Like I look at Impractical Jokers and I'm like, damn, those are my fucking idols. Like I want to be able to do that shit.
Are they pretty? I've never really watched a full episode. Like
They're just like being able to fuck with people like that, and
they don't break character. They don't like laugh or anything. They're just like
who's is it? The fat guy name is Saul.
Sal.
Yeah. And so that's the one they usually like do the most pranks with. He's the guy who just has to like pretend to be like a lady or some shit. Like he just has to commit to the bit, right?
Yeah, I mean they do it.
Murr's usually the one that gets like the worst punishments.
Yeah, Murr. Yeah.
Is that the skinny guy with glasses?
He's the bald dude.
Bald dude.
Yeah. He definitely gets that shit the worst.
What's the prank he has to go through?
Fuck, I don't even remember off top. I know they made him skydive. I know.
Where's the funny? What was the
punishment?
Oh.
He has a fear of heights. Same thing. Sal has a fear of cats. So they made him sit in a room with a bunch of cats.
Oh, so this guy?
Yeah.
There was one where they were giving like a corporate presentation to like a group of HR people or whatever. And then he basically was forced to do a presentation on how it's like okay to hire people based off of the merit of race. And then he just had to go through with like a straight face. I think he was like, yep. So does anybody have any questions?
Without Sal or Murray?
And then he just like took a bunch of people scolding him that's not okay.
You can't say that. God. On the camping trip, I fucked with Nas.
Very much a lot. A lot to where like at a certain.
I've never seen Nas get like actually like violent before.
That was
like the funniest shit of all time to me. I was like,
because it felt like insane gaslighting. It was just like,
yeah.
So I'm about to like go to bed. I only got like literally like 2 or 3 hours of sleep before we went on that camping trip.
full context. This is like the first night there, and
Yeah.
This is
wet
camping in
as
the
shit.
middle of the fucking woods. Our car
a
is like 2
thunderstorm.
miles away.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is
hiked to
literally
the site.
storming. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like we set up camp, made dinner, did all that. I was like pretty exhausted. About to go to bed. And then I just get the whiff of like shit. You know what I mean? Like it
Just
smells like a
straight
fucking
swamp
baby's
ass.
diaper. And I look up and I'm like, dude, who the fuck farted? And then John's looking at me and he like flashes like the fart spray. Because like we talked about like before the camping trip how he was gonna buy fart spray. And then I just started losing it. I was like laughing my ass off. And then everybody was like, dude, what the Darren did not take an edible, right? Because I've never, like Will was like, dude, this is the first time I've ever seen Darren like laugh.
Yeah. You were laughing your ass off the entire time.
And then we started gaslighting Nas into thinking he shit himself. We're like, dude, Nas definitely shit himself.
And then Nas
He's like, dude, I didn't fucking
the
shit
entire
myself.
time. This is like Nas's second time camping ever, by the way. So full context, like the dude is not used to being in like a wooded environment around a whole bunch of people in like a wet tent.
He's probably mad as hell. It's storming outside and everything.
Yeah.
It's fucking storming through the ceiling of the tent. Like he's
was
fucking,
getting wet in
he's like laying in an inch of water. And then Will's like fucking around. He's like, all right, dude, this is fucking too much. Nas, pull your pants down.
John, pull your pants down. Okay, John, you got a 3 out of 10 shit stain. You got a 0 out of 10 shit stain.
They were like actually doing like poop police inspection.
Yeah.
It's very.
Because fucking Alfonso was in a hammock, like pretty
Yeah.
far away.
Yeah.
He was just listening to all this shit
It
happen.
was happening. It was so crazy. The craziest part, it was from like 12:15
I'm so glad I got
to
like
1:20 in the morning.
Was it really? It lasted for an
Yes,
hour?
I was watching the Twitch stream and like it was just be like it would be like a 5-15 minute of like downtime and then it would just pick back up for like a random 5-minute spread. And I was like, okay, who's doing this? And then I was just here. I guess it was Dan.
I'm John.
I'm Afonso.
And I'm Darren.
Welcome to the Scat Cast. We don't know either. You know what I don't know?
What do you not?
You know what I don't know?
What do you not know?
You know what I don't know?
What?
You know what I don't know?
What is it, John?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
If I knew it, I wouldn't know it, dude. What do you mean?
True.
Okay. But what I do know is that sometimes it's really funny to mess with people. So,
dude, it's just oh my god. So, for y'all who don't know, John will do it for the bit. Like
Yeah.
he will quintuple down.
I try.
And then
I think I'm pretty good at keeping a straight face, too. Like, I try my best.
And then at a certain
Earlier when we were
point,
recording that thing on Aiden's phone, I was surprised. I don't know. I was like, this guy should have been in theater. You know what I mean?
theater.
I wanted to.
The fuck were you doing? So where Darren got moved to emotion, he was like, "This man should be in the cinema."
It was just
I
like
don't even remember what I did. I
it was just
improv
acting
thing.
schizophrenic for like 7 minutes, for like 7 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Like, not like breaking character or anything. Like, damn.
What was I doing? I was going like,
Did a whole bunch of stuff.
yeah, I don't even remember what the fuck I was doing. I don't know. I like sending people voice messages a lot of the time and shit like that. Or I'll just like go on fucking like rants and everything. I remember before we were friends, I sent you that voice message, really.
The birthday one?
No.
No, it was so like he was driving back from work or something. And
That
he
was the
like,
funniest shit.
Yeah, then John was like, damn, what if I just like died right now? And like nobody knew how I felt about them. So he recorded these voicemails and like sent them to all of our friends. And some of them were like 5 minutes long of him just like going on about like everything he likes about them or whatever. And then he sent me one and it was just Darren. And that was it.
That's still like the funniest shit of all time. I still quote it all the time too.
I remember like the next day or whatever, I showed like Justin or Tyler and I was like, yeah, look what John sent me. And I was, oh, look at the one he sent me. And it was like 5 minutes long. And I was like, oh, damn.
I don't.
Okay.
I do not think it was me like talking about shit that I liked about all of them. It was me
It was
like
just like ranting about, I don't know.
it was all like random
But,
bits. Like it was
yeah.
like, Justin, I love your fucking big, luscious, dick suckable lips. So I was like doing shit like that, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was fucking around. Then we got to Darren. It was just Darren.
the exact cadence and tone down just now. That's exactly what it sounded like.
That's the funniest shit of all time to me. I think you like sent one back. You were just like, John.
Yeah, I did.
Like if I could have any superpower, I'm telling you, it would be to be able to keep a straight face in any scenario.
Just stoicism. Just
Yes. Like I look at Impractical Jokers and I'm like, damn, those are my fucking idols. Like I want to be able to do that shit.
Are they pretty? I've never really watched a full episode. Like
They're just like being able to fuck with people like that, and
they don't break character. They don't like laugh or anything. They're just like
who's is it? The fat guy name is Saul.
Sal.
Yeah. And so that's when they usually like do the most pranks. But he's the guy who just has to like pretend to be like a lady or some shit. Like he just has to commit to the bit, right?
Yeah, I mean they do it with
Murr's
all
usually
of
the
them.
one that gets like the worst punishments.
Yeah, Murr. Yeah.
Is that the skinny guy with glasses?
He's the bald dude.
Bald dude.
Yeah. He definitely gets that shit the worst.
What's the prank he has to go through?
Fuck, I don't even remember off top. I know they made him skydive. I know.
Where's the funny? What was
the punishment?
Oh.
He has a fear of heights. Same thing. Sal has a fear of cats. So they made him sit in a room with a bunch of cats.
Oh, so this guy?
Yeah.
There was one where they were giving like a corporate presentation to like a group of HR people or whatever. And then he basically was forced to do a presentation on how it's like okay to hire people based off of the merit of race. And then he just had to go through with like a straight face. I think he was like, "Yep." So does anybody have any questions?
Without Sal or Murray?
And then he just like took a bunch of people scolding him that's not okay.
You can't say that. God. On the camping trip, I fucked with Nas.
Very much a lot to where like at a certain.
I've never seen Nas get like actually like violent before.
That was
like the funniest shit of all time to me. I was like,
because it felt like insane gaslighting. It was just like,
yeah.
So I'm about to like go to bed. I only got like literally like 2 or 3 hours of sleep before we went on that camping trip.
Full context, this is like the first night there. And
This is camping in the middle of the fucking woods. Our car is like 2 miles away. It's literally storming. Yeah.
I don't know. Like we set up camp, made dinner, did all that. I was like pretty exhausted. About to go to bed. And then I just get the whiff of like shit. You know what I mean? Like it smells like a fucking baby's diaper. And I look up and I'm like, dude, who the fuck farted? And then John's looking at me and he like flashes like the fart spray. Because like we talked about like before the camping trip how he was gonna buy fart spray. And then I just started losing it. I was like laughing my ass off. And then everybody was like, dude, what the Darren did not take an edible, right? Because I've never like Will was like, dude, this is the first time I've ever seen Darren like laugh.
Yeah. You were laughing your ass off the entire time.
And then we started gaslighting Nas into thinking he shit himself. We're like, dude, Nas definitely shit himself.
And then Nas
he's like, dude, I didn't fucking
the
shit
entire
myself.
time. This is like Nas's second time camping ever, by the way. So full context, like the dude is not used to being in like a wooded environment around a whole bunch of people in like a wet tent.
He's probably mad as hell. It's storming outside and everything.
Yeah.
It's fucking storming through the ceiling of the tent. Like he's like laying in an inch of water. And then Will's like fucking around. He's like, all right, dude, this is fucking too much. Nas, pull your pants down.
John, pull your pants down. Okay, John, you got a 3 out of 10 shit stain. You got a 0 out of 10 shit stain.
They were like actually doing like poop police inspection.
Yeah. Because fucking Alfonso was in a hammock like pretty far away. Yeah. He was just listening to all this shit happen.
It was so crazy. The craziest part, it was from like 12:15.
I'm so glad I got
to 1:20 in the morning.
Was it really? It lasted for an hour?
I was watching the Twitch stream and like it was just be like it would be like a 5-15 minute of like downtime and then it would just pick back up for like a random 5-minute spread. And I was like, okay, who's doing this? And then I'll just hear, I guess it was Darren just going fucking hysterical.
Dude, at some point, like it was a fucking cheap ass little bottle. The fucking the top of it fell off.
This is leaking fart spray.
Yes, it was.
It was uncontrolled. So at a certain point, it was just
you fucking reek.
No, it's like I would press it down to spray it, but like because there's no lid, I'm just pressing it down with my finger. It's just spraying onto my finger.
You handed me the bottle and then it was wet and then that's why I handed it back to you. I was like, I don't want to fucking hold this shit. And that's why I was like, oh damn it, it's on my fingers.
I got to a point where I was just like fucking pressing it straight down because like there's no top on it. I would just fucking like walk over, just like squirt it twice on the fucking spot and then go away. Dude, that's like the funniest shit of all time. God, I really like I don't. I felt bad for he pushed me out of my chair. It's like the funniest thing of all time, dude.
Was
it before or after the fart spray?
That was after.
That was after. It was like the next day.
It was like the last day, I want to say. It was like
it was after the second day.
Yeah. We saw a bear too on that camping trip. I wanted to see that bear up close. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't think that bear would have gotten violent with me. That motherfucker just wanted some food.
okay.
Nah, we were all like way bigger than that. Bear was smaller than the bear box.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like the size of a Great Dane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like big.
Okay, it was a child, so we didn't find its parent.
No, it's probably a full grown bear.
No, the full-grown bear was like the one that had. Did you go to the center?
Black bears are small.
Yeah.
But the one in the center was still like decent size. It was like, okay, that's it was barren. It was like definitely like maybe a little bit above this table.
They come in all different shapes and sizes.
Yeah. Because I mean that bear was definitely like 500, 600 pounds. It was just like short, you know? Like if it stood up on its hind legs, it'd probably be about as tall as me.
That's
I'm saying, like,
that's not a friend though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's tall. It's just not tall for a bear.
I don't know. That's still a 500-pound problem.
But I mean, I think it'd be cool with me though.
I feel like
You just want some food. Like, why would it attack me if I'm just gonna give it some food or
It
something?
smell like shit.
That's more of a reason for it to fucking stay away.
honestly, I didn't even think about like Loki because you just use fart spray to protect yourself.
I thought about that too. I think I talked to Darren about that. I was like, dude, I'm just gonna fucking spray a bear with this. Like,
it's like a grizzly bear. Doesn't want to smell shit for like the entire duration of its like consumption of
dude,
you.
at some point, I fucking just uncapped the spray
sir,
bottle and just like threw it. And
Grenade.
yeah, I was like hoping the smell was gonna linger, but it just got it was like 100 times worse. But then it dissipated in like 10 seconds.
It was straight into the soil.
Yeah. But and like for those 10 seconds, it was like
ass.
the most fucking awful smell I've ever whiffed in my life. Like it was fucking awful.
I am so glad I slept in that fucking hammock, bro. Because I don't do gross smells. Like I can.
Well, and I kept spraying the hammocks, but it would like wear off. Like by the time people would actually get to the hammocks, the smell wouldn't be there anymore.
Oh, well, I like that.
But I kept trying. I was like, damn, I'm a.
I really wanted you to like spray it on Justin's gun.
Oh God.
But yeah, that was prank. Okay, there's certain level of like gaslighting in pranks where it's like, it's funny, and then you're the guy who's now being told his life is a lie.
Well, when I was younger, my dad and I would get like really into pranking each other. Like, that was like just something like pretty big that we would do.
Really?
Like every April Fool's, like that shit was like legitimately like an event for us. You know what I mean? Like I can't think it was like anything too crazy. Like it wasn't like an event. Like we would always prank each other. You know what I mean? I remember one year he did the whole thing where you like put like a fucking bucket of water in the door frame, and when you open the door, the bucket falls.
Yo!
But because I was like sprinting, it just completely missed me. Like none of the water actually fell on him. He was like, dude, what the hell? Like,
Okay.
Did he have to clean up the water?
I mean, I didn't clean up the water.
Or did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was like,
He pranked himself.
yeah, pretty much. And I remember like back in the day, I would used to like fucking like brainstorm like crazy. I'd be like, all right, I'm going to like prank my dad into thinking he's getting abducted by aliens. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave a recorder laying underneath his bed. And in the middle of the night, it's going to wake him up by playing these fucking loud ass like jet noises or something. Then I'm going to have a light set up outside. It's going to fucking beam in a bright green light. Then I'm going to have a fog dispenser in the next room. It's going to start having fog fucking loom in here. Then all of a sudden I'm going to bust in the door in a fucking alien costume. And all
What
like,
if he like shot you?
He pulls up the shotgun like a 1-2.
he probably would have shot me.
This is why that plan stayed on the drawing board.
Yeah, I think that's why I stopped doing it after a certain point. Like he just had too many guns. I was like, I'm not gonna get shot.
Yeah, survival.
Yeah.
kicks in. Nah,
brother would-
it's not a gun holder, so it was fair game.
Yeah,
My brother would just randomly like unscrew the top of the pepper shaker.
I remember. Yeah,
And then my
dude,
dad
that's
would,
so funny,
and then
dude.
My dad would always end up being the one using them and just getting shit all over his plate. He gets so mad.
here's an example of one that I could never do for some reason that I've always wanted to do. When I was working at Cracker Barrel, there was like there's just something called like the mother's pancakes. It's like just like the meal that's like,
is it big?
it's just like 3 pancakes with like a side and some eggs. It's like all it is, right? It's
Okay.
just like your normal meal, right? And I really wanted to do this thing where I would I would tell the customer like, oh no, they actually just changed the name to the Mommy's Pancakes. And I could never fucking say it. I could never say it. I don't know what it was. Like,
unironically saying mommy to any like person and like that.
Yeah, like saying it to some random like 50-year-old lady who's just trying to pick up some fucking food for her kids.
Yeah.
And I just really wanted to hear
There's
someone
a line between
say
funny and cringe, and I just kind of hit the.
I just really wanted to hear one of them say, yeah, I want one of the mommy's pancakes, please.
But like, well, can I get the mommy's pancakes, please?
That's what I wanted to convince.
Say the full name.
I wanted to convince someone so that like when they leave and come back a different day, they call it that to a completely different person.
I know, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. I want because it's close enough where no one's gonna correct you.
Ooh.
But it's just like, what the fuck is this lady talking about?
I want the mommy's. You mean was it the mom special? Whatever the fuck.
It's like the mother's pancake breakfast.
yeah.
I think. Or
Give me
something like
the
that.
mommy's pancakes.
It was, like little shit like that. Like I just really want to do things like that. But I also want to do like a fucking big ass prank on someone. I've never done like a really, really, really big prank on
Like
someone.
a reality changing prank.
I want someone to question if life is real.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean? Like I want someone to be like, damn, I'm living in a simulation. Like I've talked about this before. I really, 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 more than anything, I want to do a prank where
Swap someone's family.
yes. I really want to do a prank where I swap someone's family so bad and I make them believe that they aren't married and they don't have their own kids. I think it's the
It's
funniest.
just like the prank from The Office.
Yeah.
With Jim and the Asian guy.
Yes.
What do they do?
So who's the actor? Was it
It's Randall Park. It's the guy who played Kim Jong-un in the interview.
Yeah, Randall Park. He switched with Jim.
Like character? Like they became each other's character?
No,
Jim wasn't there. He was just like subbed in Jim.
Oh.
And then,
no, it was like Jim was there, but he was Asian now.
Yes, yeah. It was just, yeah. He's always been Asian.
Yeah.
But he replaced like all the family photos on Jim's desk with like Randall Park. And then Dwight comes over and is like, "Who are you? You don't work here." He's like, "Yeah, what do you mean, bro? It's me, Jim." He's like, "What do you mean? You're not Jim. Jim's not Asian." He's like, "Dude, whoa."
And then Jim's wife walks over and kisses him and shit too. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Like shit, like I really want to do some shit like that, but in someone's own home. That's like the funniest thing of all time. I want to change their fucking family portraits out. I want like, you know,
you want to just be the wife's husband now? Or like, do you want to be involved in it?
nah, I don't want to steal this man's wife. I just want to record it when someone else does.
Honey, I'm home. Oh my God, why are you kissing me? Who are you? What are you in my house?
That's like
Baby, what are you talking about?
I like the idea of like they walk through the front door and immediately their own kids turn to them and start screaming and freaking out. Ah, who are you? You know, like I just think it's the funniest shit ever. I really do. Like,
And then she's like, I'm calling the cops. Please leave. Baby, it's me. Please leave. Please.
And then you hire a fake cop to come.
I've never thought of that. It's the funniest thing of all time.
Because that's the only natural escalation is like you have to.
I heard the commotion out here.
Sir, I can't arrest you, but I will detain you. Please call me. No, wait, no, this is my look at the wall. And then it's your face or some shit just smiling like, wait, no.
God. That or
You're being arrested for attempted burglary.
yeah. All right, bud, take off that mask. God.
That's my face. Dude, that'd be funny. It would be funny.
Like shit like that. Like I really want someone to question like what's going on around them. You know what I mean?
Okay, I will say the best one y'all have done with me is definitely the dog bone one. Because that was fucking hilarious. Dude, I was just like, because the thing is, like, I didn't think that Snowy ate it. But at the same time, I couldn't explain why I didn't
Alfonso
know
had
the
this
bone.
big ass bone.
They're called mammoth bones. If you ever want to buy one for your dog, like
It was like the size of a human fucking leg.
Yeah, but it was like thick as
I
fuck.
want to buy one for Kaya and see how fast she can eat it.
Because yeah,
might take
it's
her a
it's
while.
all edible. Like the most of that's edible for a dog.
Kaya, I could eat it a lot faster than Snowy, I feel like.
Yeah, so it's just
Probably.
fucking nibbling at that shit.
But he bought this big ass fucking bone, and then the same day he bought it, I just hid it. I hid it under his bed, and I was like, dude, I think the dog ate it. Like, I don't. It was just something fucking small like that, and Alfonso started freaking out. He's like, "Where the fuck is it?" He started like, he's like, "I know she didn't eat that whole thing.
I
Like, where
just
is
bought it."
It's funny because Snowy was like laying down right next to the bed too. She was, like,
Yeah,
like,
she,
come
was
out.
just, she was just chilling and shit. I was like, there's no fucking way that
Yeah.
dog just ate this whole
Like
thing.
we're like dead ass. You were probably looking for it for like what, an hour?
It was up for like 15, 30 minutes. It was definitely a good.
But it was like on and off though. Like it was like you would look for it for like 15 minutes straight, take a break, look for it for like 15 minutes straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was definitely more of like okay, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
This big ass object just disappeared out of my room. Oh, it was so. Because then I
went into my room too, and Kaya was just sitting there.
Yeah, just chilling. Hey guys.
Suspiciously
bone-shaped dog. And
I
looked at it. I was like, "There's no fucking way." I was just like, "There's no way."
God, imagine the shit after that.
Dude, it would just be awful. It would just wreck their insides. That's why they're not allowed to eat chicken bones. It's basically like eating a fucking grenade.
Splinters.
Yeah, on the way out.
Jesus.
Yeah, but that was funny. I could fully admit gaslighting everyone. I shitting that was stressful. But the whimsical dog bone thing, that was funny. That's the my type of humor. I'm the wine mom humor. I'm like, oh, that was nice.
I'll tell you this. So for the fart spray, my original idea was to prank Justin in the middle of the night. I thought he was going to sleep in the tent. I was going to do it to him. What I was going to do was I was going to spray it on his finger and his ass.
Your ass last night,
I was like, dude, Justin, you're digging your ass like crazy last night. He's like, ah! That was the entire reason why I bought it. But Justin ended up sleeping in a hammock.
Oh my God. That's funny as fuck.
And then I got impatient. I was like, dude, I got to spray now. This is the funniest shit of all time.
He's definitely gonna remember that camping trip. That's gonna be a fucking. His 2 camping experiences were just fucking awful. The first one was just cold as shit, and he had to leave after the first day. The second one was just gaslighting.
It's fucking bullying him nonstop.
Damn.
And them speed the brakes sometimes, and beat the brakes.
Yeah.
That'll be fun though. I definitely want to do more, like with this channel wise. I definitely want to do more like videos and skits. That look like it'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. I think that'd be cool. I think in the long run, that's definitely like what we're looking at doing and stuff. Like obviously we're gonna keep doing the podcast and everything, but I want to branch out more along with that too.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's a good future plan for stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Obviously, schedule wise, it's been difficult to do things.
Yeah, having a full-time job or with overtime doesn't always make these things easy.
No, it definitely doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
I've been playing Fallout New Vegas again.
Okay.
There's like insane gaslighting you can do to the NPCs in that game.
Oh, really?
It's
That's
like
so
such
funny.
a well-written like game.
Like on a dialogue tree
there's
gaslighting?
Yes.
Okay.
There's like plenty of like side quests and just random events that can happen. You just bully the shit out of people. So like I basically built my character to be like an asshole, even like side with like the Raider faction, like the Caesar's Legion and everything. Okay. The guy who shot me, like the game begins with you being shot in the head by this guy.
Okay.
He wants to steal this like device you're carrying, supposed to deliver to the strip. And then I meet up back with him in New Vegas. I built my character as a woman, and I gave her the Black Widow trait. So I like start flirting with the guy who shot me in the head. And then he's like low key, like high key digging me. He's like, what the fuck? Did the bullet scramble your brains or something? Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then you just like, I just like keep like selecting like romantic dialogue options. And he ends up sleeping with me. I just fucking kill him in his sleep, and I take the package back.
I mean, it's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Absolute cinema.
There's a side quest where you have to gain the favor of this one vault who this one like vault dwellers who live in this Air Force base, and you want like their artillery support for like the final like climax, the battle. So then one of the side quests you can do to gain their trust is that there's like this guy, and it's like Romeo and Juliet, where like they're supposed to be like secluded and they don't welcome in outsiders. But like there's a woman from a caravan he has a crush on. You can go tell her that he has feelings for her. And then the thing is, outside of their Air Force base, they're constantly doing like a bombardment of like howitzers and mortars and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like a no man's land. You have to like know a certain, you have to basically go to like the destroyed like ruins, like there's like rubble, right? You have to crawl in rubble to like sneak past the explosions.
Yeah.
You can tell her like, yeah, I mean, he's waiting for you right out the gates. Like they said you can come by, and then she'll just get fucking blown to bits.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Does he end up like killing himself to be with her?
He gets very upset at you. He like won't talk to you at all.
I mean, that's
Like,
fair.
you'll walk by him and he'll just be like, "Don't talk to me. You ruined my life. I need to save you." And then one of the more like it's like a really popular meme in the community. There is a there's a memorial for like the first Battle of Hoover Dam. So one of the main factions is the NCR. They're basically like USA 2.0. They have like their own like militia and everything. And there's a guy just like standing there, and his brother's name is on the monument. It's like a memorial for the people who died. It's like the first Battle of Hoover Dam. And then you can roll up to him, ask him what the monument's about, or you can not. Right? You can just walk up there and like shoot the monument. And he walks up, he goes like, hey, what the hell are you doing? My brother served in the first Battle of Hoover Dam. You're being very disrespectful. And then you can be like, with your charisma set, you'd be like, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was that important to you. I won't do that again. And he'll be like, you know what? All is forgiven. And he like explains to you the history. And then he like walks away. And then you shoot the monument again. He turns around and just fucking starts shooting you.
Fuck you, dude.
Or you can just insult him after you shoot it the first time. Or you can just walk up to him and insult it. And he'll...
Does he attack you if you do that? Yeah. I mean, fair enough.
That's fun.
I like games where you can like fuck around like that.
There's so many there's more side quests in that game than main quest. You know how like most games it's like mostly main quests and a couple side quests. It's like the complete opposite in New Vegas.
I think that's how it is in most like RPGs. They usually have like mainly side quests.
Yeah, hella side quests. At least in Diablo right now, there's more like side. There's like 40 in Diablo 4. There's 40 side quests per region, and there's like 7 regions on the map.
People don't really play Diablo for like the quests though. They play it for like the dungeons.
Yeah, it's the dungeon, but you do the quest is just to like get extra gear and like it's to level up faster. Honestly, think of like how like Destiny side missions like get you more XP. That's what quests.
No. I haven't played too much of Diablo 4, but when I played Diablo 3, whenever a new season would start, you would just power through the story and then grind dungeons.
Oh,
that was it.
Maybe. Well, I was like, right now, I don't know what happened, but on PlayStation, it deleted my save file. So like, I
played Diablo 4.
I played it before. I played it when it first came out, like 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah. It was a while ago.
Yeah. Basically, it like deleted my save file, so I had to start from scratch again now. So like, I know the story, so I've just kind of been skipping through it and just kind of fast tracking.
Each season, you have to make a new character anyway. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how it is. I mean, you can still play that character, but you won't get like any of the seasonal buffs or any of the loot from that season.
You have to start from 0 each time?
Yeah, it's usually like that in ARPGs.
What's the A stand for ARPG?
Action RPG.
I don't think I've... Oh, if that's the case, then that makes sense why I don't have my character anymore, because it's been like...
Well, no, they don't delete it. I don't know why. Maybe your cloud save wasn't set up. I don't know.
Maybe. Okay. But like, you just have to...
You can still play the old save. It just won't have like updated seasonal content.
That's so stupid.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I don't know why they would do that.
I'm trying to work that out in my head. Like,
what's the reason?
Game time or like run time? They want the people on the servers longer?
I guess. I don't know.
There's like leaderboards and stuff for like who has the fastest dungeons. I don't know.
Oh my god, this is the competition for no lives. It's like having ranked the ladder and like Marvel Rivals.
In Diablo 3, I would just make a new seasonal character because they would have like a really cool seasonal armor set that you could get.
Oh, so you just fast track for the collectibles?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know, like Path of Exile does that too. And
I don't think I played Path. I know that it is though.
Yeah.
Is that the Conan thing?
Who?
Conan the Barbarian, Path of Exile? Is that?
No. It's like it's another ARPG. It's like free to play Diablo. And people prefer it over Diablo now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, isn't it better?
Yeah, I haven't played too much of it. So.
Yeah, Path of Exile. I've heard of it. I never played it though.
I never been big on those types of games.
I'm okay. I would play a Diablo over like the original type of Final Fantasy game where it's like those turn-based. I don't like the clicking games. That's why I like the remake because it was like you could just play like a regular.
Diablo is a clicking game.
It's
like all you do.
It's like button spam. Clicking is in like you.
I guess you're playing a controller.
Like a Pokemon clicking game. I don't like those.
Turn-based?
Turn-based. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of turn-based. That's what I was.
So you don't think you'd fuck with Baldur's Gate?
Probably not. No.
Damn.
No.
You'd probably fuck with like the original Final Fantasy VII.
I know it's turn. I mean, I like.
It's not turn-based.
Is it like how the remake is?
Kinda.
Okay, maybe.
It's like halfway turn-based.
It's like an MMO turn-based?
No. It's like... What do you mean by like MMO turn-based? Like
technically there are turns, but it's happening in real time. You don't like
Pokemon is Pokemon MMO?
No. Pokemon, you have like actual turns, but in MMO, it's like, I don't know what the term is called, but it's basically like semi-turn-based where like you're doing all of these actions in real time. Like there's a pause in between actions, you know?
Yeah.
But like whenever you cast an attack or like a spell or whatever, it takes a certain amount of turns, but the game's not telling you their turns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
it's like VATS and Fallout. It's technically turn-based, but
isn't Obscura 33 or something? Is that like?
I've never played that one. I don't know.
But you ever play like an MMO? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like whenever you do an action, it has like whenever you're fighting an enemy, like you're both are taking turns.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about like the new game Obscura 33 is kind of like that.
In Final Fantasy VII, it's kind of like that.
Clear.
It's like you have, like if you attack or something, you have a certain amount of time before you can attack again, but each character has like their own like, I guess like number for that. So it's like one character they can attack, and then you can attack in like 10 seconds. Another character can attack, and they can attack in like 5 seconds.
Kind of
Yeah. And it's like the enemy can do it on their own terms as well. So like they can attack you before you can attack. So you might be able to attack them 3 times before they can attack you once.
Yeah, so it's like an MMO.
Yeah, it's that same type of thing then. Yeah. I think it works out well. Like, I like the way they do it in Final Fantasy VII because that's the only like RPG I've played really besides like full on like action RPGs that are like kind of turn based. Like I don't know. It's not. It feels more like immersive, I guess, in a little bit because it's like you're actually doing it. I don't know.
Yeah, like it's in real time.
Yeah, it's like kind of in real time. I don't know. It's different. I just like it. I don't know. I wish more games did that.
Is this what you mean? I think this is like this. That's the newest game that everyone, the French one, that like Clair Obscura 33. Are you referring to like that type of like RPG game where it's like technically the enemy can attack you, but you can attack them as well, but it's still turn based, and you have to like hit a button.
This just looks like turn based.
Okay, maybe I was thinking something.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like they literally have like a Pokemon attack screen.
Yeah, that's what I think of.
Yeah, that's like the actual. That's like proper turn based.
Yeah.
No, I'll try and look at what I'm talking about.
Let's say just like a Final Fantasy VII combat. That's basically how it is there. I think maybe the bosses in that game are like actually turn based. That's the only thing.
Like Sephiroth and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could be wrong. That might not even be turn based either. I don't know.
I don't know. I think that's why like I've never like played Pokemon and stuff like that. I just do not like turn-based game. I generally do not like waiting to do the thing. I'd rather just do the thing. And like I think that's why I like more like on the hero shooter side of things because it's like more of like you're using cool abilities like Pokemon, but it's like it's based off of your reaction time.
To be fair, you're not
like,
really
It reminds me of like Raid Shadow Legend or something.
kinda.
That kind of like turn based.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Isn't I thought that's what that Clair Obscura was like the same type of thing. Like you just kind of
Probably just like more polished. Yeah.
yeah.
No, when I'm talking about with MMOs, I'll try and look up like.
I don't know. Like, I don't feel like you don't really have to wait in games like that a whole lot. Because
I don't like waiting. Period, though.
Because I mean, you still have to wait regardless.
Like I don't have to like name one enemy in like a game that's not turn based. We have to wait for the boss to attack you before you attack the boss.
Dark Souls.
That's more of like a dodging. It's still attacking you, and technically, if you want, you could tank the hits. And in the turn based game, you can't tank the hits. You have to tank the hits. You know what I mean?
He's saying like. I think he's trying to say like he doesn't like turn-based games because there's like a break in the combat.
Yeah, there's a break. There's no. Yeah, you just have to stop and then wait.
It's like not real time.
Yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to sound like a bitch in my immersion's room, but like I'm more of. I'd rather be in a Dark Souls situation where like either I roll like a bitch the entire time, or like I could just be okay. You're gonna hit me, but I'm gonna keep damaging regardless of the hits. And the turn based is like okay, you just have to take those hits. There's no counterplay or there's no strategy. It's just okay. Did you use your buffing spell? Did you use your defense spells? Like, okay, that's the strategy. Was like, it's not like I can't use offense as a strategy. I have to play defensively.
I kind of like how they do it in Persona because I've been playing
I would
Persona.
never play Persona for that same reason though, because like I've seen that gameplay. It looks fun, and I love the music in Persona.
In Persona, the way they do it, there's ways where you can control what the order of the combat is.
Like you can just take all your hits first, and then just do like a string on.
Like so, for example, like in Pokemon, if you get into like a wild encounter or whatever the fuck, you just jump into the battle and that's it.
Yeah.
In Persona, you can control whether you attack first or they attack first by actually physically attacking first. And then you go into like the turn-based encounter and everything. And if you hit them with something that they're weak to, you stun them, canceling out their turn. So if you basically have to do trial and error and figure out what they're weak to. And if you do that,
you stun lock them?
Yeah, you can stun lock them. Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, it works different ways because each character you have has different stuff,
strengths
and
weaknesses.
Yeah, and that's like the entire thing is Persona is
build
literally
a team to kind of like beat the game.
Yeah, but Persona is basically like Pokemon plus JoJo
because you have stance.
Yes, but you change your stance,
and that's the weakness poison.
Yeah, because like in Persona, you don't have just one persona.
I thought you did. I thought you just had the one dude.
No, you like breed and capture and grow your own personas. Yeah, like you like fuse them together and shit like that. And you
like
make
my singing monster, but Persona.
Kind of.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like you can like fuse like 2 of them together. You can fuse up to 5 of them together all at once and
to make
like
a
that.
whole new creature.
Yeah. And like they all have their own different like strengths and weaknesses and everything. So like they'll be good in certain encounters, and then you can switch out which one you're using.
Interesting gameplay loop.
Yeah, no, I really fuck with it. Like I tried playing Persona 4 a year ago and got like
That's the newest one?
no,
Persona
it's
5.
yeah, Persona 4 is the one I was playing. They actually just announced a remake for it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got like soft locked at a boss.
That's what you say.
Yeah. And then I just like, I'm not playing this anymore after that. After going back to it and playing it since then, I was like, yo, this shit's fire.
Okay.
This shit is fucking heat. Like, this is like,
Nah, the fucking disturbing the peace. That song. Oh my god, their music, their soundtrack is so good.
there was a specific song in Persona 4 that I got to. I was like, yo, this shit is fucking heat. I was like, oh my God.
No, their music department is always banging because they also made Catherine Full Body.
Yeah.
And the music in that game's also really fucking good.
Yeah.
And that game's a puzzle game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fucking puzzle. Like, but
I'm kind of the same way. I like
honestly though, not to sound
collecting
weird, but
games.
like, I don't play
that's why I
puzzle
like
games, but I
Sugar
feel
so
like
much.
I would play
Like
a puzzle
Destiny,
game if like
Borderlands.
I knew what I was getting into. I wouldn't want to have the illusion of combat.
You just play Hoonie Pop?
That's the fucking Candy Crush game, right?
Yeah, the porn one.
I would play it, but
Or
I
like an
never
XCOM
actually
type
played it.
game.
You said what?
XCOM type game or like a strategy game.
Was it?
Actually, yeah, that's a good example of a turn-based game where you have a lot more control over like how the combat.
What
works
is
and
that?
everything.
What's an example?
It's like
of that?
a positioning game where you like it's not just turn-based, you also move.
Like
and stuff,
Battleship?
too. No.
No.
Like, have you ever seen how Fire Emblem plays?
No, but I saw it and I didn't want to
It's-
play it.
Seen Mario Rabbids?
Yeah.
Oh hell no!
No, that game's actually fire. It's a good ass game. I'm telling like it's like people who've played that game.
People
I
swear it's like a top,
it is. The game's
Yeah.
fire. I have it. The game's
like a top
so
5
fucking
strategy
good.
game.
It's actually so fucking good. Like
Okay, you're gonna say like Bad Piggies is a good strategy game in my opinion.
well, that's no. So what we're talking about is like they're turn-based RPGs, but you move around like you do like in chess, for example, right? Like it's not just you attack.
I'll pull up gameplay of the Warhammer XCOM game I'm playing right now.
Yeah. It's like you actually position and then like you can get like you're like, okay, if I'm in front of this, I have cover and I can block here, which means that they can attack me. But because I'm in front of this wall, I also can't attack them. So I have to do this. But if you're like under this certain cover, you can shoot over it and attack them that way. And then you might have skills and shit on top of that. You know what I mean? Like it's not just turn-based.
So it's a little more. There's this extra step. So like there's more counterplay. I guess would be the best way of saying
yeah.
it.
Like you can basically play it like it's not turn-based. If that makes sense. Like it's kind of weird to explain. Like it's still turn-based, but it's
definitely.
Can you do that in
turn-based,
both?
but it's way more like strategic. Like you feel strategical when you're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
In Mario and Rabbids, the way that one works, there's a lot of like very specific movement mechanics and shit in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yes, it's turn-based, but then you can be like, okay, I'm going to position this person over here. Then I'm going to send Mario over here. He's going to jump off of this enemy, land onto his teammate. The teammate's going to throw him over there. We're going to jump onto this enemy. Then he's going to run, duck behind this brick wall, shoot while he's behind cover.
It's like a sequence game. Like you're doing like predictions.
But this is all turn-based.
All turn-based.
This is all entirely turn-based.
So you have to wait your turn to get all the steps to happen.
Mhm.
So like your aim.
No, because all the stuff would happen in one turn.
All that happens in one turn.
All the stuff would happen in one turn.
Okay. And then what does the enemy do? Like how does that work?
They have
like,
turns too.
Yeah, they have turns too.
So like, well then I guess like the enemy team just does like a whole counter move or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They have access to most of the same stuff you do.
Okay.
So like they could also go and fucking like do some crazy maneuver shit.
Okay.
And I mean, there's still different classes and stuff. Like there's some characters that'll have like a sniper. Some will have like a shotgun. Like in the Mario and Rabbids game, they have actual guns. That's what they're using. It's actual. They're like fucking like
Acme guns. You know?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, like cartoony guns. But it's still Mario like using a fucking pistol.
Oh, okay.
So I mean,
Got that
it's
thing
just
on them.
yeah, it's just like a goofy little like fucking bullet bill handgun that he's
Oh.
using. Yeah, shit like that.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I like stuff like that. Like where it takes a turn-based thing and like makes it more creative.
I can
guess.
appreciate it. I just like the entire. For me, like.
Like okay,
Dude, let me tell you the games I've played. Like, just to put this in perspective, like what I come to for. I'll play like Minecraft and Don't Starve and Warframe if I'm in like a chill farm. Like even Diablo has more of a chill farming mood. But the reason why I play those games is because like the core loop is combos and like fast moving objects. Don't Starve and Minecraft aren't necessarily fast, but they're way more campy and just like they have like boss fights. But I don't
Minecraft doesn't really have bosses. Like
Boss
they kind
fights
of
is
do.
in, like,
but-
Two.
There's
Yeah.
like objectives and like it's more of like I'll say less of Minecraft boss fights. It's more of like the same vein of just like, it's more of a farmy based game. What am I watching right now? What game is this?
That's Warhammer Mechanicus. It's like
Okay.
their XCOM clone.
But basically, with all the games I play, I'll get it out real quick. Basically, it's like either I'll play like a farm simulator game where it's like very chill, or I'll play something that's just like very high octane and intense. But like usually, like I like the chaos that a group of people adds, and I'm not really much of a play versus AI person. The play versus AI games are very low, like Warframe, Diablo, Minecraft, and Don't Starve. Other than that, I would rather play against like a human, and I don't like sports games. I wouldn't play NBA 2K or like fucking soccer.
I usually
Rocket
prefer
League.
single player games
I'm not a single player person.
because I like. I don't know. I'm definitely like a games as art type of person usually.
Which is fair.
So I can like respect a lot of stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know. When a game can make you like legitimately feel something, that's like something you don't usually get from just playing like online games.
I won't disagree with that. I just don't necessarily
Because you don't really get attached to characters in an online game. That doesn't happen.
No. I agree with it, but I usually
Like, kinda,
I'm not
but-
trying to get like for me. I never like really thought about like I know you can get attached to characters. I just don't have that same like I would read a book or watch a movie to get that attached. I wouldn't necessarily look for it in the game or like
Why?
necessarily. It's not like I like what I like is what I like in a game. I'd rather just have like a fast paced community environment with a video game versus like a story being told to me.
So-
if I want a story being told, I'd rather just watch a story. I'm not necessarily. I don't have to like you see how like,
But
I
it's
watch
an interactive story.
But
Though.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, how I literally watch spoilers for shows. I'll watch them like do like a deep dive explaining like a movie I haven't seen before. I'm okay with just getting the content. I don't necessarily have to get the content. If that's how my mindset's always works. So like, I don't have to play the game. I could just watch someone play the game. You know,
But you're still missing a large
I don't
chunk
feel
of
like
what
I
goes
am,
into
though.
it.
you know. It's just- I mean,
So why don't you just watch someone play Minecraft?
I do. I used to. I used to watch like.
But
Fucking
why don't you do
Captain-
that now?
I don't really play Minecraft as often as I do. If I had like a still interest, I'd probably watch like a mod pack or
But
something.
why not watch someone play Diablo? Why are you playing Diablo?
Because I would like to play Diablo. Like I said,
That's what I'm saying,
there's
but
like
why?
4. It's literally just like a combo bot farmer. I just make cool builds and I kill shit with it. There's the story in Diablo is okay, but I generally don't give a fuck about it. Like that's not why I'm playing Diablo.
I mean, I get that, but like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm playing. I'm not playing like fucking the Alien Isolation to like get scared. I'm not playing.
Kind of
It.
the same way. I like collectathons.
I mean, I like those too.
I like collecting things.
I just I like.
That's why I like looter shooter so much.
Yeah.
Like Destiny, Borderlands.
But I wouldn't.
I
I
just
don't
like
know.
making wacky, funny builds and killing the monster with the big health bar.
I mean, yeah, but like,
that's what
the
I want
gameplay
to-
is part of it, though. Like that's the part you're missing when you just watch someone play a different game. It's not like they're like. It's not like you have like gameplay games and story
I know
games.
when I
and
watch
that's
like
it.
Resident Evil, I'm like, okay, he saved his ammo, he ran around a corner, he hit the thing. I'm not like I don't necessarily have to do that. Be like, oh my god, like the fucking. It's just like he did the thing. He
Like something like Dark Souls gets completely diminished if you're not actually doing the thing, because the entire story is about perseverance and stuff.
yeah, no, I get that. But at the same time, like there's a reason why I like Dark Souls games.
Also, you will not. I don't know. I feel like Dark Souls, you cannot understand the story through watching a playthrough. You know what I mean?
I mean, I played Dark Souls and I still don't understand the story. Because I mean, like really, like with a game like that, typically I'm just like, well, I think the gameplay itself is the story.
That's how
You know
I
what I mean?
interpreted it. As,
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I think it's how most games are, though. Like the gameplay is part of the story.
I'll say basically Dark Souls is like the same vein as like getting over it. The stress and the endorphins you release after beating their fucking brutally torturing festival. That's what you're supposed to get out of it. It was a fun challenge. But like, I mean, if you just want to watch the bosses and watch someone else struggle, like how you watch someone play Getting Over, like Kai Cenat and fucking ISO Speed did like 10 hours playing the fucking pickaxe game. Like you could also get enjoyment out of just watching someone else struggle and understand, okay, they're
You can.
good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
but it's not the same thing as playing yourself.
it's not, but at the same time, I feel like at a certain point, I don't really care about the diminishing returns you get because like I didn't really care enough to play it in the first place. Not in the mean, or just like
I mean, it's an RPG. It's like you're making the story as you go along. Like that's
I'm not really making the story in Dark Souls. I'm just kind of going through it. Or I'm not.
well, at least the first Dark Souls isn't a
like linear.
It's not linear. Yeah, exactly. There's like 3 different ways you can go when you first start the game. When you first drop off at Firelink Shrine, there's literally 3 different ways you can go.
Okay. Oh.
I don't know. Even something like Undertale, which I know you haven't played.
Also, there's different builds you do. There's like different ways you spec your character. I don't know. You get attached to the character you make.
Funny enough, I actually have played more Undertale than most other games.
Really?
My youngest, my stepbrother, he had it, and so I played it with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't beat it, but I definitely did like kill a couple of things and like.
That's what I'm saying. Undertale is another one of those games that's like you can watch it, but it's nowhere near the same thing as actually.
Like I
playing
think I tried doing the Sans fight with my little brother, and that was a fucking bitch.
it took me 10 hours.
That shit was hard. I don't think I beat it.
What's funny is it's really not even that hard. It just feels hard in the moment. Like
It really does. Like with the shaky cam and all this shit, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah. But I mean, like that's part of it too. Is like for example, the Sans fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like that doesn't have any meaning if you're just doing the fight. Like everything building up to it is part of what matters.
No, I mean Undertale's story. That's why it has like a cult following. Like there's certain games I give like I played fucking the Final Fantasy remake. I enjoyed the story of the Final Fantasy remake, but at the same note, like that's like for me that's more of like an exception, not a rule. Like that's not what I'm going for. Games.
What makes them the exception?
I enjoyed the story that I participated in. Some of these stories I could care less for, and I don't really have.
Did you watch a playthrough of Final Fantasy VII before
have you
you
ever
played
played
it?
an RPG?
It was just.
So how'd you know?
It was just for on PlayStation.
How'd you know that was an exception before you played it?
I mean, I know a Final. I know who Cloud is. I knew
But how'd you know that was an exception to your rule before you played it? Just because it's popular?
because I saw like trailers for it, and I saw that it was just you rocked around a Buster Sword beating shit up, and I was like, okay, that's not turn based. I don't like turn based, so I played it because it was literally okay.
So you play any other RPG that's not turn based?
If I
Have you played an RPG?
Final Fantasy is probably the only one I have played, unless like I guess I played Tomb Raider. That was fun because I like stealth.
It's
It's not an RPG.
Yeah, it's like an Uncharted type game.
Is Uncharted an RPG?
No.
What would you
RPG means role playing games.
Am I not role playing as fucking Nathan Drake or fucking
Under that
Lara
logic,
Croft?
you're role playing as a plumber whenever you play Mario.
Yeah.
What are they? That I actually
It's
don't.
a third person shooter.
That's like Marvel Rival. Oh my god, this is fucking my
Okay,
brain.
this might sound crazy. In Marvel Rivals, the camera is behind you and you shoot. In Uncharted, the camera's behind you and you shoot.
But there's a story in one, and then it's just like more of a multiplayer sandbox.
One's a competitive shooter. The other is a narrative based game.
This might sound crazy. There could be more than one genre.
Wait, isn't that
when you're
not a
playing
role?
game.
Isn't that okay? You're saying there's a story. I thought role playing.
Role-playing games typically have like you're upgrading stats.
Creating a character.
So it's Diablo
Yes.
a role playing game.
Yes.
Okay.
Like
But if
it's
I
like
upgrade my
you-
stats in Tomb Raider, that's not a role playing game.
No.
Where's the difference?
That could be considered like an RPG element, but I would not consider Spider-Man for the PS4 like a role-playing game.
Okay, then where's the line? You guys have to draw a line. I'm so confused
In
now.
one of them, you make a character and you build a character. The other one, you're
I
playing
built
as
Spider-Man, bro.
You didn't build Spider-Man. You're just playing as Spider-Man.
Got a little black swaggy team. So basically, one is from scratch. The other one, they give you a pre-made character that you upgrade.
That's part of it. One's supposed to be more immersive, like it's your character in there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, kind of. So it's Destiny RPG.
Yes. It is.
Yeah, and
It is. It's a third-person shooter RPG.
So so RPG is more of like but Warframe is an
Oh yeah, first person.
but Warframe is an RPG.
It is.
I guess I would say it's an RPG too.
But,
if you consider
but
Destiny
those
one.
characters are already pre-made, no? Like
No, you're
they're
making
not.
your antenna. What do you mean?
oh, you do make decisions. Okay, I was thinking more of
Yeah,
like
Warframe's definitely more of an RPG than Destiny.
Yeah, it's just like it's a looter shooter RPG. Really, is what it is.
I would just call. I don't know. You're not really.
Destiny's definitely a looter shooter.
It's definitely a looter shooter, but like, there's no choices you make.
no, actually, yeah. There's
you
no
know,
real
like
objective
you make the
choices.
character.
Oh, I was saying Warframe, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Warframe's definitely an RPG. Like,
Yeah.
compared to Destiny, but
Destiny is more of like a yellow tape video game.
And even
like,
then, you
focused
could
on-
have like RPG elements and still not
Yeah.
fully be an RPG.
I would say
Yeah.
it's a looter shooter with RPG elements. Same
Okay.
with Borderlands, but in Borderlands, you literally don't make the characters. You're also playing as characters, but you like.
Do you make
skill
choices?
trees and stuff?
Do you?
Sometimes, yeah. Actually, you do. There are some quests and side quests that diverge,
Like,
but like you're playing as, like, it's like a narrative looter shooter. I don't know.
actually, I have a question for you. I was just thinking about this. Would you count GTA Online as an RPG? I feel like I wouldn't count that.
Do you make a character?
Yeah. GTA Online, you make your own character from scratch.
So what are you doing in online? Is it just a sandbox? I don't. Is
I mean,
Minecraft?
they-
is Minecraft an RPG?
Well, a really,
I wouldn't
like,
think
the
so.
most popular mod for GTA 5 is GTA RP, which
Yeah.
which is a specific servers you can hop on to roleplay.
With other
But
people?
what's funny though is I don't count role playing servers like that as an RPG still.
Because then it goes into like,
Because, like,
But GTA RP is like I would consider.
It's
consider
like Dark
that
RPG mod or something. It's not really like an RPG. Like when I think of an RPG, I think about like stuff that's inspired by D&D.
Well, no, but you still get like stats and stuff in GTA RP.
Yeah.
Like you're leveling up a character still.
Yeah. Like to me, an RPG is like for Dungeons and Dragons is an RPG.
Yeah,
That was the
original
genre.
RPG.
Yeah.
Video games just took that and made it a video game.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at the original Final Fantasies, if you look at Dragon Quest and shit like that, those are quite literally just video game versions of Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
That's what an RPG is.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of them might be like more or less like Dungeons and Dragons, like on like a spectrum.
Yeah.
But like overall, that DNA is still in it.
So basically, as close to Dungeons and Dragons as possible is an RPG.
Yes.
And the more you divulge, the more muddy it gets, and where you can be like, oh, well, it has elements, but it's not necessarily an RPG.
I go to this one game store, and they have a whole section dedicated to like all RPG books.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there's so many. There's like Star Wars RPG books. I saw a Transformers RPG book where you could like role play
Like
as
a
like
D&D?
Optimus Prime, and yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There's like a DM, and then some people are like, I want to play as Bumblebee. You can like make your own Transformer. I don't know, but
Was it like a specific Transformers game,
Like
or
a
was it
Fall
just
of
like
Cybertron
an expansion
is?
for D&D?
Yeah.
no, it's a Transformers game.
Okay.
But they're all made by like the same company. It's not the same company as D&D, but
Yeah.
It's not
this
Critical
one
Role.
company just has like a shit ton of collabs with a bunch of people. Like there's an Avatar one, like Last Airbender.
Mm.
Honestly, it's probably like for those people who are into it, like just making those campaigns. Because I always wanted to try one. Because I think someone mentioned it before. But I think I tried to do one with fucking Simone. I actually want to try and do another one maybe sometime. Because I was
Oh, D&D?
yeah, like a little podcast campaign.
People
thing.
literally like record their D&D sessions and post them on like Spotify, like podcasts.
I watch these guys. They're more comedians, and they have like I actually do watch like this one D&D. I don't watch Critical Role anymore because they take their shit a little too seriously. It's just like for like goofballs just dicking around doing D&D, and they're really funny. I like that. I might show you a clip in a second, but they're called The Legend of Advantage. Plug in their shit. They're really good. Fuck with their shit. But yeah, I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Like I'm just when I play games, I'm usually just playing for my dopamine kicks, and then if I want to watch a story, I watch someone else play the story. You know, that's just me personally. I don't really. I'm not gonna sit here and be like my way is the best way. That's just how I operate.
I don't know, because I think certain things lend themselves better to being a story versus being like interactive. Like, for example, look at The Last of Us.
Okay.
If you want to just watch the story, you could just watch the show,
True.
but it's not good.
It's not.
You're a lot better actually playing
the
through
game. Yeah. Or watching someone play the game, and that's where you kind of get into that.
But
whole,
even
like,
then, it's still like, I don't know. It's
I feel like-
especially with The Last of Us 2, I think a large part of it, like about the brutality and stuff, you should feel the brutality of it. You should be the one doing the thing. That's like with Undertale. That's why the Sans fight like matters, because you like needlessly kill things before you get to that point. Like to the point where it's boring. Like that's the genocide route is boring to play through. Besides the Sans fight and like besides the boss fights in that route, that's a boring playthrough to actually do. Because all you're doing is you're just going through doing the random encounters and just doing them until none of them spawn anymore. So it's boring. It's supposed to be like you're supposed to feel like a fucking sick evil person for doing it.
Sociopath just killing shit because it's alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, if you're watching a playthrough of it where someone's like skipping ahead or something, it's like, all right, I cleared out this room. All right, I cleared out. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't hit the same.
It may not hit the same, but if you read like the flowery dialogue where he's like begging for his life, you get that like, oh yeah, this nigga was evil, and you beat the shit out of him. Now he's like, bro, it was just a prank, and then you're like, you know, spoilers for who haven't played this 10-year-old game.
Like I said, I get that you understand what the story is, but like the impact isn't the same.
Maybe not. I just don't necessarily need impact for like I just like I enjoy the story for what it is. You know what I mean?
Like, okay, for example, you were watching Final Destination the other day, right?
Yes, that shit was fucking.
So do you think it would have hit as hard to just read the description of that movie?
If someone did a movie review and they like talked about like a James Agenice or Found Flicks, I would enjoy the movie still. Yes,
But you don't watch the fucking movie.
I still don't
So
enjoy
you're
it.
like, damn, their head got crushed by a log? Okay. Like what?
It's literally that meme.
That's like defeating the entire fucking purpose of the movie.
It's that meme of like deaf people reading the script of a movie. They're like,
Like what the fuck? Like there's no way you could say you would get the same enjoyment out of
Same?
deaf people
I mean,
reading the
I would be-
description.
deaf people reading the
Maybe
script of
not
a horror
same, but
movie.
I'll be
Yeah.
okay with it. Jump scare in braille.
I was like that.
I mean, I'll be okay with it. At the very least, I'll be okay with it. Like,
So why didn't you just watch someone review it? Why watch any movie?
Because I was bored and I wanted to cook. That's why I watched it. I was just watching.
But why not listen to a review of it?
It wasn't. None of them were out yet, and the guys I usually
I
watch.
promise you there was a review.
Not the guy.
That movie came out like 2 weeks ago.
Not anyone I would care to listen to.
I promise you someone talked about that movie.
I said not anyone I would care. I usually just watch like 2 people when they talk about movies, like Found Flicks, maybe a Jeremy Johns or Dead Meat.
I know that Jeremy Johns at the very least has made a review of that movie.
Has he?
Definitely. He always reviews shit like the day before they come out.
If he did, I didn't see it. Or maybe he did, and maybe that's why I watched it. I mean, a subconscious. I don't know. Either way. But I know I was just bored.
Are you on autopilot your whole life?
No.
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Motherfucker lets everyone make all of his own decisions.
Not
for
made
him.
my decisions, but I don't necessarily have to like do everything myself. I can just kind of like take some feedback.
First, I don't have to do everything myself.
I can take some feedback and be like, okay, good to know, you know.
It's not even taking feedback. It's like, damn.
It's taking feedback.
Damn, I'm gonna pay someone to watch this movie for me. Just fucking take notes. Tell me what happens in it. Like, what the fuck?
You get by.
Is this how like parents felt when we were watching like Markiplier and shit in 2014?
Yeah, why are you watching and play the video game?
Just play the video game. Yeah, that's like basically like how I feel like right now.
Well, now that I'm an adult with money, I can just buy the games I want to play. So
yeah,
I don't watch Let's Plays anymore.
I was gonna say I haven't watched Let's Plays in years.
Yeah,
I have no reason to. I'm an adult. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
No comment.
Yeah, I mean every once in a while I will, but it's only after I played the game myself.
Okay.
Because it's like, it's a game that made me feel a specific emotion and I want to see someone react to the thing that gave me that emotion.
Fair.
There are people who make like 20, 40-minute videos recapping their like Skyrim, Fallout New Vegas playthrough. Like those are fun to watch.
Yeah.
You know?
Like things like that. But it's like, I feel like stuff like that doesn't hit unless you've played it yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's like the main way stuff like that works.
Which is fair, but at the same time, I probably don't watch like one other reasons. Like I usually don't watch or look at things that I'm not interested in. And because like I already have like a fairly, I have a small window of interest, but like, you know, I like what I like. I feel like it also kind of plays into like if the person, like I'll just kind of skim and if I'm interested in the thing, I'll watch the movie. I think I was interested in, if I recall, maybe I did see the Jeremy Johns, maybe I didn't. Either way, I know I was thinking about Final Fantasy because my coworkers mentioned it as well. And so I was like, let me just fuck around and see it. And so that's why I watched it. It was more like, you know, I watched like a Final Fantasy before. I think the one with the laser eye surgery with that one bitch. You know what I'm talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about?
There's a really
You're talking about Final Destination?
Honestly,
You said Final Fantasy. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and Final
I thought you were
Destination.
talking about Dead Space.
No, in Final
what I was thinking of
Destination.
too.
Yeah.
There was like a LASIK eye surgery scene for this one girl, and they fucking lasered her eye through her skull. And like that was a really memorable scene. I remember watching that movie. But like, you know, I was like, you know, I've seen stuff in the past like that. So like I know I'm a fan of this franchise. And this one was just actually super fucking gory. So I was like, oh my God, yes, it's a slasher.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it.
Good for you.
Exactly. I like, you know, I was just I'm very like
You would have not gotten that same experience if you listened to somebody recount the plot.
I'm like a koala.
and then their eye popped out.
I'm like a koala in the sense of like you can take me away from the source. I don't know what the fuck it is, but like, you know, if I get it with my own hand, if I climb up the tree, I'm like, you know what? This was okay.
That's not what you were saying before at all.
I'm basically, I mean,
You were arguing you got the same out of listening
maybe
to
I'm
somebody
not a
talk about the plot
koala.
than
Maybe-
watching the movie. Like,
okay.
You were saying if you read a description of Final Destination, you would feel the same way as if you fucking
I
watched the movie.
I have to watch like a video of someone like a Found Flicks where like they kind of break down the video, so it was like they go through like the plot points.
that's
You know?
still not the same as watching the movie.
So basically, instead of watching a movie, you want someone to fucking read the plot to you like your mom reading you a bedtime story?
Kind of like a bedtime story, yeah.
Bro, come on. You're an adult, bro. Come on.
I just, you know, it saves like an hour and a half, and I'm like, okay, I know about this movie now. And I just keep moving.
Then you're gonna like make your decision like, bro, this is the movie of the year right here.
I mean, that's fine. I don't think that's wrong to do. I just think saying that it's equivalent to actually watching the film is
It's
fundamentally
a hard
incorrect.
equivalent.
Yeah, I don't think you can make a serious opinion on something by doing that.
Yeah.
At all.
I can make it an opinion on it. I'll be like,
You can make an opinion, but it's not valid, in my opinion.
I think it's still a valid opinion, but because you know
It's
the plot.
an opinion, but it's not like
But you can't.
wouldn't say
you
you have
can't
like
walk
an
into a room.
it's
and,
not
like,
an encompassing.
I wouldn't
opinion.
pull like what's the expert fallacy where you act like the Dunning-Kruger. I wouldn't be like I know everything about the movie. I would just be like, you know, from what I've seen, not a fan of it, or you know what I did see, I like this.
From what I heard.
Or like from what I heard, yeah. Better way of phrasing that.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't tell someone
saying
like,
it's not a valid opinion is like not the right way to word
Yeah, I
it. It's
get what
like
you mean.
it's not encompassing the actual movie. You're making an opinion based. So you're like, okay, I think the plot of the movie.
You cannot recommend the movie to anybody if you haven't seen it. You know what I mean? Like, if
or
you-
recommend against it either.
If you heard it was good, then
You just say I heard it was good.
yeah.
Okay, so have you
Same
guys,
thing. You'd be like, I
actually,
heard the
question.
plot wasn't good.
Well,
That's
okay,
the only thing you
question.
really say.
Have you
about
guys
that.
ever watched the Final Flicks video just for context?
Yeah.
So you know how he basically just runs through the entire movie.
Yeah, and you can't make an opinion off that.
I feel like you can like.
Again, you can make an opinion on the plot. That's
Yeah, I was
it.
saying, that's what, at least you
I mean,
can
if
make
you don't like the plot, you can.
exactly. That's what I said. I go
But I
from
think you
there.
can- you
like
can-
the skeleton of the project is what I usually.
But you
look
can
at.
see something like that and not like
Like a good example for me would be Thunderbolts. I didn't like the plot, but it was a really well shot movie.
yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Like that's why I like the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the action was well shot. Like all this, like, I don't know. It was
someone
really good
explaining
cinematography.
That movie wouldn't necessarily engage. You
I would
if
have
they
thought
just
it was
explained the
fucking
plot.
hot ass if I just read the
Okay.
plot.
Yeah,
but I watched the
okay.
movie and I was like, that's an okay movie. Like it's shot.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I see what you're saying.
The same thing. Like imagine if you wanted like a review, like, damn, should I buy this Mario game? So you look at a video about the plot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck is the point? That's not doing anything.
I know what the game is, and if you want to pay your,
It's a
$60.
Mario game. You know what the fucking plot's gonna be.
I mean, it's either a castle.
You're not gonna know
Bowser.
whether you want to give $60 to Nintendo for a Mario game just by knowing that you're saving Princess
That's why
Peach
you
from
boot
Bowser.
up Cabana Money 456 and you watch the Let's Play.
Isn't he like?
He's mentally
ill?
He's
Why
Why
very.
would you watch a Mario Let's Play instead of just playing the game? I never got that.
When I was younger,
Yeah, for that especially. Like on a
Yeah.
horror game or something, I can understand it because like it's more like high energy.
You're looking at like for the reactions and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, like there's more emotion to it.
I feel like it's the same thing with watching just like a guy play Minecraft. It's like you just watch it for the person, if anything. But like at the
well,
same
Minecraft is different. There's not like a story. Or
no, I'm saying
anything
just
there.
in general, like just
You're watching
watching
somebody else make their own story.
Yeah,
It's more
I
of like
see it.
you know, just like because okay, me and my brother would also. I feel like this was also just how I grew up. It's like me and my brother would take turns. We only had one like console, so like sometimes it would be like backseat game. We just watch the other person play, and you just kind of like it's
That's
like
normal. I did that too.
like that's what I'm saying. So I don't necessarily like necessarily have to play the game to be like, oh, that's cool, or like, you know, just have my own opinion of it. I'd be like, watch someone
Well,
else do
see,
it.
even standing there and watching somebody else playing the game, you're getting more out of it than like watching a.
You're still interacting with it even then because you'd be like,
I
hey,
feel like-
do this, like do this.
'Cause you're also, like,
oh, you should have done this.
seeing
Like,
it
you're still
live.
having some
Even
kind of way to
still,
do
it's
it.
more of like this. It's more of the same. Just like yeah, you're watching someone else do it, and you just kind of like you watch. I don't know. For me, it doesn't. I don't know. Feel as like I'm missing out as much, and I've never really felt that way. Like I'm missing out per se.
Because have you done it both ways before?
Say what?
Where like you watch the review of the thing or whatever?
And then played the game.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
What'd you do it for?
Hollow Knight. I did it for Tomb Raider. I did play that.
Mhm.
Do you count Minecraft?
Did you get the same enjoyment out of both?
Yes, I actually really fucking love Hollow
and
Knight.
watching it and playing it.
You got the same enjoyment out of Hollow Knight.
Watching
from-
Hollow Knight.
Well, like watching it, like and same enjoyment.
From
like,
listening to recap of the plot.
No, okay, so same enjoyment. I wouldn't say same enjoyment. I was like equally elated, but like I enjoyed what I saw and heard, so I played the game and also really liked that too. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're different. It's not the same level.
Oh, sure, it's not the same.
There could be
level.
something that you wouldn't like to watch, but that doesn't mean you wouldn't like to play it.
I feel like if I didn't want to watch, I wouldn't want to play it. Like I wouldn't watch like someone play NBA 2K, so I wouldn't play.
You
NBA
just
2K.
named Going Up or whatever that game's called.
Getting over it.
Getting
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really watch people play it either. Like it'll pop. I watch like a short of it. I don't like watch. I don't watch people. Play
Do you watch people play Dark Souls?
ish? And but I have played Dark Souls. But
That's what I was going to say. I mean, that's different then. You would like to play Dark Souls, but you wouldn't like to watch it.
I've watched people play it and I've like played it. So I think that's a yes. Like I've watched it and I've played it.
I mean,
I haven't beat it, but like I've definitely tried a couple times. But you know, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't really. I wouldn't watch Getting Over. I've seen clips and I'm aware of it, but like I wouldn't play it and I wouldn't really watch someone play it. I wouldn't go my way to watch.
I've
Kai-
tried it. I haven't beaten it. But
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like with Dark Souls, yeah, I've played it. I've been interested enough in the game to try it. But like it was something like Getting Over, where it's the same like Souls-esque level of hardness. I'm not even interested in the game itself, so I wouldn't watch someone play it. I didn't watch Markiplier play it. Didn't watch Kai not play it. I didn't watch anyone.
Truck Driver Simulator.
No.
goated.
That is more fun to watch than to play.
I mean, I
Is
believe
it super realistic?
Same thing with Goat
Or, like-
Simulator, honestly.
Okay. I think I played Goat Simulator on my cousin's Xbox one time. That was like that big game in like early 2010 where with the demon goat.
Every time I play Goat Simulator, I get bored in like 2 minutes.
You go back to play. I feel like that's a
Yeah.
one and done. Like it's just like the sandbox game ever. It's like,
That's what I mean. I like sandbox games though.
okay.
I hop on Goat Simulator. I'm like, damn, I don't like this.
I just know like the fucking
There's nothing you're working towards in Goat Sim. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna fuck around for a little bit.
But I mean, that's really what a sandbox is. But I still just don't fuck with it as much. I don't know.
I think the Untitled Goose Game is a little more.
A lot of
engaging.
sandboxes games you're working towards something.
Yeah.
Is Untitled Goose Game like a sandbox as well, or
Well, isn't it? Like
I wouldn't.
Isn't it?
There's objectives.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle game, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like terrorize this fucking gardener.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever,
So I was like, choose violence.
Yeah, it's like you choose how you want to do it, but you can still do it.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I got my sandbox games fixed from Fortnite at this point. I'm kind of brain
they
rotted.
kind of do everything at this point.
Yeah, I'm kind of brain rotted at this point. Like I could probably only play Fortnite for the rest of my life, and
you wouldn't even know you're playing a different game.
Bottomized.
Yeah.
You just be like, I'm playing this game now. I'm playing fucking Guitar Hero. Now I'm playing fucking F1. Now I'm playing a Battle Royale. Now I'm playing fucking Minecraft.
And they have community games too. You can play like gun game.
Yeah, you just never have to.
They just added an action RPG game mode too, actually.
And that was like a seasonal thing, right?
No,
I just learned that today.
No, it just came out like
No, an
permanently.
ARPG just means like it's a seasonal reset type thing.
Oh, I mean, I don't know about that, but it's like it's an action RPG.
Okay.
It's
you can make your own RPGs in the Fortnite tools now and publish it on the community page, I'm guessing.
No, it's in the Lego game mode. They have like different classes and stuff that you play as.
Oh.
They have like they added a new Lego game mode where you go through and you do that, and you have like it's kind of like Minecraft Dungeons, I guess. So it's closer
is it
to the
still
Diablo
like
type.
base Minecraft, Lego Minecraft, or is it like a different version of Lego?
No, it's a different game.
Okay.
It's a different game mode on there. It just uses all like the Lego assets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Did they add a Lego Master Chief yet?
No, I wish. I don't think anything that's like M rated has a Lego skin. Not even Venom or Carnage have Lego skins,
Oh, that's interesting.
which is stupid. I fucking hate that.
There's legitimate Lego Venom
yes,
minifigures though. I have one.
there's Lego games
Yeah.
with Venom and Carnage in them, and they don't have them in there. That shit pisses me off. I don't know why.
Oh. I mean, it's Fortnite. Oh, actually, no, they wouldn't get to choose. It would be Disney who chooses. So I guess Disney doesn't really.
No, Lego gets to choose.
Lego gets to choose? Okay.
Mhm. Because I mean, there's Dune Lego sets, but there's no Lego Dune Fortnite characters or anything like that.
Okay.
So I mean, I feel like they easily could.
But I don't know. I guess for those who just came into this episode now to understand my video game taste.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just kind of a.
I don't.
You just like going autopilot middle of the day.
Yeah.
I
Just
know.
coasting on by.
I know I was talking earlier about how I like to rage bait people and shit, but like I don't. I feel like you unintentionally rage bait me all the
Actual
time.
rage bait.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like the way you live kind of just makes me upset sometimes. I don't know how else to describe it. Like that sounds kind of fucked up to say out loud, but I'm like, damn, like what the fuck is going on in there? You know what I mean?
Dude, you're wasting your 20s.
You have to play this game now. You played Persona 5,
Imagine saying that ironically to somebody.
Dude, you're wasting your 20s.
Persona 5, bro. It's P.
Bro, you're wasting your 20s. You haven't played Persona 5 yet. Joker. God.
Oh my god. We have to talk. We have to have a YouTube poop episode. We gotta just like go through like.
I've never liked YouTube poops.
I love.
What?
I fucking.
The original brain rot?
Dude,
that shit
you
always
made a
pissed me
voice
off,
from
dude.
like Sonic and Zombieland. That was like a really old YouTube. This dude used like
This sounds like a European guy talking.
Yeah,
I don't even know what voice I was
sounded
doing.
like.
I was like,
I'll literally play a clip of it. It's like he did the exact fucking voice unintentionally. If you've
Do an
never seen it
impression of
before.
a European guy drinking a Coke for the first time.
oh wow, spicy vata. What the fuck I
I thought you were gonna do the same voice.
Can't wait to
Oh,
get rid of
I don't even remember what voice I was doing.
A box full of Pizza Hut coupons. Oh,
His name is Belena Productions. Just so I can find the voice.
it sounds like me. There's a zombie, but the zombie is not real. But if there are zombies, I'm going to one-sided.
That was the voice.
What is this? I used to watch this is like the original. It's a Belena production. He did Sonic Zombie Origins. There's just some Gmod shit. And
You know
he,
what?
like,
Speaking of brain rot, can I show y'all like this guy's YouTube channel I found today?
yeah.
He has like the most bizarre editing style. Like it is fucking ADHD.
Like more than Skibbity Toilet?
Yes.
He's just gonna pull up Skibbity.
No, it is fucking ADHD incarnate. Like
Did your brain just like drip out of your
This
ears?
is gonna be a Mr. Beast video.
no. Okay. Watch the first like 30 seconds of this clip.
Oh, I already don't like how many colors I'm seeing on the
Yeah.
screen, bro.
2019, WePlay is the world's first vampiric Nikon, programmed with one singular.
It's an overkill video.
Thus, we
I'm so locked in. He's captured my brain. What the fuck was this Ben Shapiro?
featuring such political challenges
Is the entire video like this?
Yes, it's like that for like 27 minutes.
This is a 27-minute long video.
Yes, his YouTube description on his channel is I'm the guy who takes 4 months to edit a video.
I was gonna say, I was curious how fucking long this took to make.
With that being said, the game goes harder than diamonds. And after this video, I hope you will.
What's the name of the channel? Shout him out.
Mozar, I think that's how you say it. It's like M0XAR.
God. That motherfucker deserves some credit for
And
that.
I think
And-
every
okay,
half a
Maxor,
second
Maxor.
there was a new image on that
MAX0R.
screen.
Like, oh my God.
He deserves some credit for that.
Yeah,
You can tell all fucking 4
All of
months
his
of blood,
videos
sweat,
are
and
like
tears.
this. It's like
That's crazy.
fucking ADHD incarnate.
Yeah,
God.
holy shit, bro. My brain feels funny after watching that. Holy shit.
Jesus.
But yeah,
I could never.
I'm a big proponent of you. That's like a lost art.
I
would-
like sound bites from YouTube poops. I don't like to actually watch YouTube.
But you watch
poops.
like the weird TikTok YouTube poop. I feel like you watch like TikTok.
That's different.
No, it's just like the same humor.
That is exactly.
It's the same humor.
I know it's the same humor.
One's
Poop
SpongeBob and
Peter's
one's a
on.
mentally ill person.
I know it's the same humor. I don't like the format where it's chopped up clips. That's all it is. I just don't like the format of YouTube poops.
But aren't you?
Not all of them are chopped up
but
clips.
you just
though. Like the
watching a
SpongeBob
random-
ones.
That's
are
what
like
makes
the
it a-
episodes like retold or whatever.
But
Yeah,
that's what makes it a YouTube poop. Otherwise, it's just like an animation.
YouTube poops are more just like spoofs where they have like random sound bites.
I thought it was like shitty sense of humor.
Yeah,
I thought
like,
that was
yeah.
YouTube poops are specifically supposed to be like cut up clips of shows and stuff where they modify what they're saying.
But I feel like it's kind of like evolved to where it's more of like just kind of like goofy sound bites and like just taking
I
like
don't know. When I was a kid, it would
But
be
that's just like an animation.
it'd be like an
an
entire SpongeBob episode, but they redub the entire thing, and it's just fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
That's just a redub. That's not like a YouTube poop. You know what I mean?
I feel like
A YouTube poop is like
I feel like-
Dr. Robotnik saying pingus.
you know like
that's a YouTube poop.
I feel like YouTube poops when they like just
It's like having lots
audio
of
clips.
spaghetti,
Hold
that
on,
shit,
let me
you know.
see.
Mario going, no. Those are YouTube poops. It's literally just like episodes of old shit, like reanimated and everything.
I totally forgot. I have that show on like DVD.
The Mario one?
Yeah.
I did too. The Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yeah.
Swing your arms from side to side.
Like this is YouTube poop. Oh no. Like that shit, like just chopping up the audio
Yeah.
and stuff. That's YouTube poop. That's what I used to watch.
That's what I said. Yeah, it's cutting out clips from the show.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. There's more. I mean, yes, this is a similar vein. It's like, you know, it's just
This
kind
is
of
the
like
one from like
10
years ago or something.
Yeah, some random
The
shit.
editor's gonna have to like mute this so we don't get taken down. or
Oh
whatever,
yeah,
but
Spung Bill. You know what I mean? Just like I feel like that's good. I
Yeah, this
like
is a
those.
new one. This is from 2015.
bro.
like I don't count Chinese SpongeBob as a YouTube poop. That's the same thing as this
Okay,
pretty much.
that's quite literally parody though.
Yeah.
That's fair. But like with shit like this, I feel like that's a good like that's what I used to watch. Like I still kind of watch one every now.
Well, I mean, I only saw the intro, so I mean, I can't really compare it
It's
to anything.
peak. It's peak.
I mean, I don't know.
Let me see if I can find the one I really like. There's a really one like they have like a really funny intro where like
See, I can't imagine having like a YouTube poop that I go back to and regularly watch. That's crazy to me.
I just remember because it
They're
had
funny though. You don't have to go back to it like regularly for it to be funny.
it was like you know
That's
like
what I'm saying. I can't imagine like having one stick with me. To
Do you
the point
remember
where I
the
think about
guy-
going back and watching it?
who was like, "Are you going back to bed, honey?" He's like, "Yes, dear." They have him commit suicide in the Krusty Krab bathroom, and they play and like they play this.
See, that is hilarious.
And like they had this really cool song. Like it's made by like, a guy named like Queen. It's called like Antioch. And like the song itself was just fucking like a nice like chill like piano jazz club banger. And then it's just him killing himself. And then like the YouTube poop starts, and that's where I remember it so vividly.
Would you count Squidward suicide as a YouTube poop?
Is it closer to the Chinese SpongeBob or no?
I mean, it's actual clips from the show. It's just like presented like a horror thing. I think it has the format of a YouTube
If it's
poop.
for YouTube, I'll give it a YouTube.
It's just Squidward with fucking bloodshot, bloody eyes and shit.
But yeah, I'll count
I
it.
don't like it's a YouTube poop.
Why wouldn't it be a YouTube poop?
I feel like YouTube poops are like trying to make you laugh. That's like kind of.
I mean, I laugh at Squidward suicide. It makes me laugh.
It's funny for me.
Do y'all ever have like videos like that that are like supposed to be scary that make you laugh? For me, it's always
certain moments of Mandela catalog.
for me that too.
Yeah.
That's just funny as fuck. For me, it's Obey the Walrus. I go back to that one every once in a while. That
What
shit
is
makes
that?
me laugh. You can look it up if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Obey the Walrus. I won't describe it. I'll let y'all watch.
You know the video that came from like the black web or whatever, where it was the dude eating like
the soup.
Yeah, the soup, and I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I kind of did too. I remember hearing the story about that too. It was like the suits got stolen.
Yeah.
Is it just this white guy?
Yep, that's it. Show it to you and Darren.
Oh, I've seen this. It's supposed to be scary.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that.
Don't laugh, Sean, because I'm looking. You asshole. This is not funny. Let her. She's getting jiggy. She hitting
I
that.
don't think that's funny.
I've always thought this shit was funny as hell for some reason.
I just feel bad for them. I don't know.
Is it supposed to be like? Is
It's like
this
secondhand embarrassment, I guess.
Is this supposed to like?
No.
I don't
For
think.
me.
I don't. Oh,
yeah.
It just becomes more like it's not scary.
It's
But
creepy.
it's like
I mean, it's supposed to be creepy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the "I Feel Fantastic" video.
Yeah.
I feel fantastic.
That thing's always made me laugh too.
Wasn't that thing in Smelling Friends recently?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, they had like a reference to it. It wasn't like actually the
It's like in the corner of the room.
Say it again.
Yeah.
It's what is it?
"I Feel Fantastic."
I feel fantastic.
You've seen it.
This.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was ever called I Feel Fantastic.
Yeah.
This is a song?
Yeah.
She like sings.
You never saw the video?
I just know she says, hey, hey,
Probably
hey,
read a
hey.
description of it.
Yeah, this shit. Does she actually say words? Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, that's all I know.
Oh, she's clearly singing.
In what fucking language?
It's almost like she's saying the title of the
I
video.
feel fantastic. It's English. What?
That was my first time ever putting words to what the fuck she just. I've only ever heard.
the
words
name
you
of the
put- Yeah,
video.
the words you put on there are on the fucking video.
I did not hear that. I could not pick that out and what the fuck she was saying. I've just always heard, hey, hey, hey.
You read the title and couldn't like hear it in the
No,
phonetics?
literally never. For like, how long has this video been out? Oh, yeah.
Like 15 fucking years, probably.
Yeah, probably this one's from 2022, so I can't find the original. But no, I actually 2004. Yeah, so for like
2004?
2004. I did not know she was ever. So I just know. Hey,
It was like
As old as us.
Jesus.
yeah, literally like
We're a
1
little
year
older,
younger.
but-
Yeah,
Speak for yourself, bud.
but no, that's I did not know that.
You know, I have patients tell me their birth year was in 2005, and I'm like, "How are you here by yourself?" I'm like, "Oh my god, they're 18."
Yeah.
They're like they're 19. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes I feel old.
yeah, getting that point, John. I mean, me and Darren's younger brothers just graduated, and that was 4 years from when we graduated. So
Yeah.
we're getting to that point where
Where I feel fantastic.
I feel fantastic. Say that again.
That was funny. You said you probably read a description of it.
But I don't know. You got anything else?
Shit, I don't think so.
Well, I'm glad we ended on the scary creepypasta video ever. Hey. Yeah, that shit.
All right. Well, we appreciate you for listening. We appreciate you for watching. This has been an interesting video.
Nice little tangent.
Tell Alfonso to make his own opinions.
I do. I do.
Think for yourself,
I do.
sheeple.
I
Yeah.
do. I do. I do.
It doesn't sound like you do. but
Sometimes.
yeah. But anyways, we appreciate it. And we will see y'all next week.
Toodles.
Ah!